We have a source who tells us that major property tax elimination legislation is being negotiated right now for possible introduction after the first of the year. And those talks may include the governor's office. You care to confirm or deny or have no comment on that?
Well,
it would be a tax shift,
yeah,
increase in personal income tax, increase in sales tax, elimination of property tax.
I ran on the idea that we need to have real property tax relief. When you say reform, it can be a mild thing. I want relief. There are people who are in danger of losing their homes. And I think we have created huge fiscal disparities between school districts and municipalities because of the property tax. And I think there is a fair way to do this. And so I have been working across the aisle, both the House and the Senate, to figure out something that might pass muster. And you'll recall back in my first couple months in office in 2015, the House actually passed a property tax reform bill. And there were a number of Democrats who supported that, and I was part of the negotiations and went to the Senate, and then it died there. The Senate passed a bill that went to the House, and it died there. So there is appetite for real property tax reform in both chambers, on both sides of the aisle. And so, yeah, I think we ought to continue the conversation until we get real property tax relief.
And these bills come up every year or every session, it seems. But from what I'm hearing, this is a little more serious with regards to the talks and with the actual numbers that are being carved
Well,
out.
I've only been here 2 years, and for the 2 years I've been here, we've been very serious about property tax reform and property tax relief. And so that serious intent continues.
Well, there is a bill, I believe it's Republican David Argel in the Senate, that's going to be proposing a version of a bill that he introduced in the last session, which was Senate Bill 76, and that eliminated property tax in favor of an increase in the PIT and sales taxes. Now, you just said in our past segment that you would not be proposing any broad-based tax increases, but would you support something like that, a tax shift?
A tax shift dollar for dollar, I mean, not as part of the budget, but I think as a separate standalone effort to get people out of the sink they're in with trying to keep up with property tax increases. We need to change that. There are a lot of people throughout Pennsylvania who are hurting, and yeah, I haven't seen the Senator Argel's bill.
I don't think the new bill is out yet.
Yeah, and I think I certainly take a serious look at that, and we need to save property owners from the liquid tax on that illiquid asset.
As we talk about almost every month on this show, this is the number one issue that people write into this program about. And so I guess, going back to my original question, I'm asking, is it possible there's something big coming in the new year?
Well, I hope. I was hoping we'd have something big a year and a half ago. So if again, this is something that's going to call for a compromise and for everybody to work together on this. And I think it is possible because there is real, I think, desire on the part of Democrats and Republicans in both chambers to address this issue in a way that really helps their constituents with a major problem that we all recognize as a problem. So I don't know whether it's going to happen this year or next year, but we are all working towards something, and we're all very serious about getting something done. So I'm not going to predict when, but yeah, I'm ready. I ran on that. I've been working hard on that since I've been governor, and I continue to think that is a major issue, and it's not just affecting individual Pennsylvanians. It's that, but it's also it's destructive of our economy, our communities. We have to address it.